That recording now.
Yeah,
next category. Ben got a category.
Ben, have you got a category? Ben? No. The category is no.
Negative things.
Yeah.
All right.
It's all about no. It's
I might
Ben's.
have some firewood.
Absolute zero.
Hang on. The category might be firewood now.
Absolute zero.
I wish he'd make his mind up. He doesn't
You
say
can't
anything.
get lower than absolute zero in temperature wise. So that's presume this negative temperature you get. You'll get
How do you know?
beep. Can't do this one quickly.
Do you know what absolute zero is, by the way? It's minus 273 degrees centigrade. Did you know that?
Well done.
So,
B.
B is...
A negative thing.
B is bullshit.
No, bullshit's negative.
Bullshit's
isn't it?
negative, yeah. People tell you bullshit, obviously perception.
Corrections.
See? Corrections is not negative, is it?
It's correcting a negative.
That's a positive though, isn't it? If you correct a negative.
Well, positive is the opposite of negative, so it's still related to negative. So they go D.
Oh, D. It's got to be... dungeons are pretty negative things, aren't they? Locking people up for doing things wrong.
Devil, death.
Death? Is death
Danger.
negative? For some people it's positive. Some people...
Damnations.
The gift of air is too much, really. Anyway, so on to E.
You get it? You're getting it now.
Is for...
Error.
evil. Yeah. And then we're on to F. Failure. What is a failure though?
Need I look much further, mate?
Oh, very good, very good. No, I would say
G.
failures are to be learnt by, so they're all positive anyway. But okay, G. Gaslighting.
Ground zero.
Ground zero. Are you talking about the ground zero of 9/11 fame?
Yeah, because if you just go a little bit under, it's negative.
Oh right, so
Zero,
you're just talking about ground zero.
Zero is close to negative, isn't it?
Yeah, so you're talking about sea level.
H.
H would be
Horror. Hatred.
hurricanes. Yeah, hatred. Yeah, that's that done then. I. I mean,
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
with I, indigenous is often used in a negative way, isn't it? The indigenous folk of this country.
Isolation.
Isolation. Yeah, that is negative, and it's causing massive problems. Social isolation. Anyway, on to J. Jerusalem.
Jousting.
Jousting. I only say Jerusalem because it's a cause of conflict. Jousting. Is that negative? I quite like a good joust. Yeah. I wouldn't get to wear the costume otherwise.
Why is Jerusalem negative?
Well, because it's causing conflict, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
Jews. Just Jews.
Just juice.
Just Jews.
No, and Muslims. They both like it, don't they? A lot. And both want it for themselves. They can't share it. One of them's decided it's theirs, but they'll allow the others in, and people are not happy. I think that's roughly it, in a nutshell. And that causes people to argue a lot and talk lots, but nothing nasty happens.
Jihad.
Jihad, yeah. Well, anyway, moving on. We've done J, so we're on to K now. So what have we got in K? Ketamine, yeah. That is honestly this year shocking at festivals to see so many young people thinking that it's a recreational drug.
Crack
Just
cocaine.
standing there frozen sometimes. No, crack begins with C. We should have had that earlier on. We should have had the crack earlier on. I love it though.
Was it for the crack one, wasn't it?
Apparently, stay away from the Irish because they love a bit of crack. So just a whole nation of drug addicts there. Up for the crack. What are we on? Which letter? Can you remember?
L.
We on L. We did K.
Less.
Less is negative by definition. It's less positive. Therefore negative.
Minus.
Minus is negative, so that's done.
Negative.
Negative. O is...
Zero.
No.
O.
No,
O.
zero is zero. O is...
combination for zero, isn't it?
Yeah,
for zero. O.
No, but that's only... I say that when I'm on the phone, so I'll give a number out and go, O. But you're only saying that because it's quicker than saying zero. But O is not 0, so no, I'm not giving you that. Not that I am.
Oh, come on, right, okay.
So we could do something else.
I'm having that, yeah.
No! Can't just do that. There's got to be some rules. O is not 0. And 0 isn't negative anyway, it's 0.
I'm having O, alright.
But it's not
I'm
negative.
happy with it.
Right, okay. But we'll move on. P. I'm coming back to that. P.
Positive.
No, positive and positive makes positive. It's positive and negative makes negative.
Positive, negative.
No, you can't just put negative on the end of anything positive and go, there you go. Because
negative.
that means that I could just say negative possum negative. Possibly negative. No, it's still, I'm not. There's got to be some kind of fucking structure to this, otherwise.
Probability.
That's not a negative thing either. That's a probability. That's a positive thing. Negative things that begin with P would pus. There you go. That's a negative thing. You got pus coming out. You know you're in trouble. That's negative. All right. Now let's move on. Q. Quickly's not negative. Queen. There you go. I think that's a negative thing. Someone who just inherits their right to rule. Negative. But she's a lovely lady. Okay. Quintessential.
Quantum physics.
Is that negative?
Small, isn't it?
It's small, but is it negative? Oh, there's negative charges.
It's getting towards negative.
Yeah, okay, we'll go with quantum physics is the thingy. Queen. Quail's eggs. There you go. They're horrible. That's a negative thing.
Radiation. But we get radiation through heat and light. So
yeah, radiation's naturally occurring. Everything's yeah, it's just fucking waves, isn't it? That's the amazing thing. People think radiation is some magical thing, and it's not. It's just waves. It's microwaves or whatever, and everything cooks using radiation convection.
Reality.
They're often very negative. It's constructed in a way to make it negative when it doesn't need to be. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on to S for what's negative in S.
Sin of cosine tangent.
What are you? Why did you say that? So the sine. Yes. Socatua. Sine equals opposite over hypotenuse. Why is it negative?
Smallest.
Is it? Let's think of something else that begins with S. That's
shit. Almost there too.
Shit's pretty negative.
I like a shit.
Yeah, well, I like a shit, but you don't understand it, do you? And it's poisonous if you eat it. It's like not to be fucking messed with, unless you're a German. You know, they love it. But anyway, let's move on to T, which is torture.
Treason.
No, treason's not always negative. I think in some circumstances when you've got an unjust ruling class. Trespassing.
We should do like with the next one. We should do for criminal offences. I haven't done that one before, but anyway.
Trespassing's not negative. Trespassing's something that needs to happen to stop the fuckers. Yeah, torture's negative.
Yeah.
And that doesn't have to be physical. It's
torn tires.
It's often mental, and very often mental.
Tragedy.
So we're on to U. Uniform. I think uniform's a negative thing. Making everyone the same.
Universal zero.
Yeah. Underbelly. That's pretty negative.
Yeah, underbelly.
So V. Virus. Volcanoes aren't negative.
It is if you're doing volcano diving.
It is, yeah, but if you're, for example, thinking about harnessing the power of one, it's a very positive thing.
Vegetarianism.
Can be. Veganism, because they have to introduce,
vultures.
and I don't mean to this be bad, but sorry vegans.
You don't like vultures or anything?
You have to have additives in your food to survive. Vultures. No, I like vultures. Vultures are not negative. They clean up the mess that we leave behind. Mainly us.
Come on.
So we've got W.
Waste,
yeah.
W,
X.
X-rays.
Are they? Yeah, they're
Too
negative.
much of them.
Yeah.
Not really good.
In fact, are they not a series of highly charged electrons and therefore negative? But we'll have to look that up. I think it's negative charge anyway.
Yodeling in avalanche areas.
That's pretty No, I think that's optimistic and therefore positive.
Zed.
Zulu baiting.
Zero.
It always never ends well. That's twice we've had Zulu baiting.
We got it.